Hello everyone. So I bet you're all wondering what I've been up to for a very long time. I've been wondering the same thing. I've been taking a software engineering class, and this is a project I have developed with three other people. I will not name them because of anonymousness for so they remain anonymous, but I will refer to them as R, J, and E, because why not? So I've actually I saved the copy in case I ever need it. And if I ever do become the best programmer that ever was, or get a job as a game developer, I can show this. So hopefully that will give me a bit more credit. And build doesn't, or as far as I can tell, build doesn't show me any of the things that come with the game, so I had to manually download them with the build. So I have a lot of the behind the scenes stuff to show what I've been up to exactly. I've been up to this. Most of them, except for two, I believe Climax and something else, Downtime, I believe, was by R. That's music, which is actually really good. I don't know how he made it, but it's really good. And there's Walk, which we're not going to talk about that because I got it from freesounds.org and it's under the Creative Commons Zero license, which basically means I own it now. But yeah, those are the only things. The other things, how I made them was I got up close and personal to my mic, invaded its personal space completely, and then just screamed out a lot of weird sounds. And you'll see what they are. But to give you an idea, we never got to use. The dagger, we didn't 100% finish the project. The dagger doesn't do any damage, and I never got to add this sound, but we still have it. So to give you an idea of how stupid how stupid the sounds are, this is what they're like. That's what they're like. I don't know how we were making. This is a game. The name is The Big Iron. For our project, we first decided to make an Uno game, and then somehow that evolved to making a Doom clone, and then naturally Cowboys got involved somehow, so we did a mix of both, and I don't even know. I just thought we couldn't get away with this game without it having any sort of sound, so I'm like, let me just make some really stupid sounds as placeholders because I don't know how legal stuff works, and I don't want to get just destroyed for plagiarism or something. So, did that. For some reason, everyone loved it, so we went with that. But, to carry on, scripts. And before I continue, let's talk about plagiarism again. It's very stupid. Because I haven't gotten, as far as right now, been told off for anything about plagiarism. But it's stupid. Because no one likes to reinvent the wheel. So making stuff that's based on other stuff or copying code should be perfectly fine, honestly. Especially if you get it from YouTube. Say, I don't have Visual Studio actually, but let me see which one. I have Big Iron Pickup. This was written by me, mostly. No, not right now. And this is based on something I got. Pretty much where? Pretty much this. The single line. Pretty much the single line is what I needed because I needed to know how to pick up an item with a mouse click. And I'll show the proof. This video... Why is there a delay? This video is where I got the code from. The idea of the code, pretty much. But as far as code goes, I did not do too much for the project. I did most of Big Iron Pickup. I think I messed around a lot with Quick Game and Play Game, actually. I did a lot of debugging during this process. I did a bit of debugging, a bit of coding. I did a lot of model making, a lot of sound making, and a lot of sprite making. So it's very ironic that a programmer who's done this for 3 years is making models for things instead of actual coding. And the models are not necessarily that good. But I had a fair share in a lot of debugging. The biggest thing I had a part of was weapon controls. Also, Unity is very confusing. Because how are you supposed to know what transform means? It is not a C# thing, and I never took C#, so that's saying something. But this is my abomination, my contribution. It actually went through like 3 cycles of me looking through the code and then just having a moment where my brain throws up, and then I facepalm, and then I rewrite a big chunk of the code, and it becomes a lot nicer. This was a lot longer, and now it's a lot nicer. But yeah, enough about code though. There's one more thing before I show the game. Sprites. Again, all you see here, all the pixels that are shown, I believe are mine, that I made. Except for the heart, and we're not going to talk about that because hearts are easy to make. And because when I downloaded it, it was a plain white background and I had to change it to be transparent. All of these were made using Unity 3D. A good chunk of them actually go in the controls menu. And this is what I was talking about with Uno. I made a tiny reference in the game called Muno, and it's really stupid. And we're not also talking about this because actually we are, because this game will not be available as far as I can tell. And because of that, I guess I can tell there's a secret minigame I made for the game, or a side quest, and it's basically find all the ducks that you can around the map. There are, as of now, and as of possibly forever, 9. But enough about that. I am talking for way too much. Let's get into the game and hear ours amazing sound design. It's great. This is what we made. This is the controls. This is where a lot of assets come into play that I had to make. I pretty much made everything in here, minus this. And these are the sounds. A lot of them I just recorded, transferred. I had to convert them actually, because for some reason they came in a file that Unity wouldn't accept. And then, oh yeah, I forgot, we never had it on loop. This happens. Let's begin. This is the game. It's a lot of turning things on and turning it off again, is the best way that I could describe the game. Handgun. Shotgun. Rifle, I believe. Dagger, which is also a knife, which has a semi-animation, but doesn't actually do any damage. 5 has something, but it is locked. It is the point of the game, the bigger iron. also originally known as the double gun. But the point of the game is, well, there's the side quests. There's all the bad dudes. That's actually what they're called. I'm not even lying. And it's somehow stuck. I did that. But there's ducks scattered.
Quack.
And once they're revealed, this will pop up. And it's great. You can find 9 of them. That's one of them. I'm not showing the game, so I can show the rest. That's
Quack.
2. This is a bar. This is a card table because I had a lot of time. It's hard to see this, but that's the Muno reference I used. The bad dudes will not attack because they're not aggro right now. They'll attack once I've attacked back. Also, I forgot to mention this, but shift makes you run faster. Control lets you crouch. These have actual models, even though they're hard to see. What else is there? That's 3.
Quack.
Top of the house. They can be reached from anywhere.
Quack.
That's the boss dude. That's actually what he's called. We have 4. Not one in there. I remember that one. Is that one of them? That's not one of them. That's one of them. The tiny guy on top of the big guy. Then, I don't know who did this, but they copied the thing, and that's fine, but yeah. And this is where the Doom clone comes into play, because Cowboys didn't have TV. So, I just did that. And this is 6. Now, where is the other things? That's 7. On top of the big bottle, next to the tiny kids. Yes, 8 is on top of there. Again, they can be reached from any height. Like that. And that's 9. The boss dude will aggro as soon as I get in there, so. But I'm going to destroy him instantly, just so you know, because I saved a game so that the boss only has 1 health. This is my version. I changed it back. Originally he has 250, and I don't have the time of day to try and fight him with the speed he has. And he's dead now. And this is the big iron.
Quack.
And that's 9. That is all. We have the thing. After around 20 seconds, while the game is playing, I believe a winning screen, that's actually what it's called, will pop up. Give it a second. Yes! You have the big iron, but there's still stuff you could collect, which we've done. But, this is the big iron. This is the objective, is to get this gun. And then just mow everyone down. That's them firing. It's so overpowered, I love it. It's great, though. I think it'll stay in this tone until the game is quit, though. But that is about the game. This was about... Why is this bottle floating? I never noticed that. Huh. Alright then, we have a floating bottle. But that is about the game. This is what took me a very, very long time to help in the development of... They're kind of in a row. That's disturbing. They're in a very straight line. I think it's because I just destroyed them very quickly. But that is about the game. This is what I've been up to. So yeah. Am I the best programmer that ever was yet? That's a genuine question. All I know is whoever game developing company I've asked to hire me, please hire me. I have great game ideas. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And that is about all. So, bye everybody, until next time.